Hello, and welcome to another Crack-a-Pack. Today, I will be opening another draft booster from Lost Caverns of Ixalan and making a pack one, pick one. Let's get started. Acrobatic leap. White for an instant. Common. Target creature gets +1/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. Untap it. As the cliff began to crumble, Wada danced fearlessly across the tumbling stones, knowing Ashish would never let her fall. Rampaging Spiketail. 4 black for a 5/6. Creature, dinosaur, common. When Rampaging Spiketail enters the battlefield, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Swamp cycling 2. Cosmium Blast. 1 white for an instant. Common. Cosmium Blast deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Cosmium is the tangible essence of Gmail's power. The Oltec's cosmium-laced tattoos ensure that power can be called upon when needed. Ancestors' Aid. 1 red for an instant. Common. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Create a treasure token. You surface dwellers may have forgotten your history, but it has not forgotten you. Akal Pakal, first steward of the Otaklan. Brackish Blunder. 1 blue for an instant. Common. Return target creature to its owner's hand. If it was tapped, create a map token. When the Malamet told him to avoid the river, he thought they meant it wasn't safe to drink. Goblin Tomb Raider. Red for a 1/2. Creature, Goblin Pirate, common. as long as you control an artifact, Goblin Tomb Raider gets +1/+0 and has haste. Enterprising goblins can extract their body weight in loot. Ambitious ones have a big meal first. Pathfinding Axejaw. 3 green for a 4/3. Creature, dinosaur, common. When Pathfinding Axejaw enters the battlefield, it explores. When you don't know what dangers you'll face, bring the biggest danger with you. Brazen Blade Master. 2 red for a 2/3. Creature, orc pirate, common. Whenever Brazen Blade Master attacks, while you control 2 or more artifacts, it gets +2/+1 until end of turn. The secret is footwork, plus an extra sword. Idol of the Deep King. 2 red for an artifact, common. Flash. When Idol of the Deep King enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Craft with artifact, 2 red. And it becomes Sovereign's Maquawheel. A red artifact equipment. When Sovereign's Maquawheel enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. Equip 2. Zoyoa's Justice. 1 red for an instant, uncommon. The owner of target artifact or creature with mana value 1 or greater shuffles it into their library. Then that player discovers X, where X is its mana value. Bloodthorn Flail. Black for an artifact, equipment, uncommon. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. Equip, pay 3, or discard a card. This weapon embodies both the strength and the weakness of the Legion of Dusk. They will endure any pain to achieve their ends, but they suffer pointlessly to prove their dedication. Watley. Vanguard of the Rose. 1 white for a 3/1. Creature, Vampire Knight, uncommon. 1. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Vanguard of the Rose gains indestructible until end of turn. Tap it. No one soul is worth more than Torzon's salvation. Press on. Treasure map. 2 for an artifact, rare. 1 tap, scry 1. Put a landmark counter on treasure map. Then, if there are 3 or more landmark counters on it, remove those counters, transform treasure map, and create 3 treasure tokens. And it becomes Treasure Cove. Land, tap, add colorless. Tap, sacrifice a treasure, draw a card. And we have a foil, Restless Anchorage. Land, rare. Restless Anchorage enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add white or blue. 1 white, blue. Until end of turn, Restless Anchorage becomes a 2/3 white and blue bird creature with flying. It's still a land. Whenever Restless Anchorage attacks, create a map token. And finally, we have Captivating Cave. Land, cave, common. Tap, add colorless. 1 tap, add 1 mana of any color. 4 tap, sacrifice Captivating Cave. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. Activate only as a sorcery. And a bat token. Alright, so here is our pack. And we've opened 2 rares. I will say that in my experience, decks that I've tended to have the most success with are the white-red and sometimes blue artifact decks. And it seems like both of these rares can kind of play into that. Although I do have some reservations around treasure map. I think if you're able to activate it enough times and flip it, then it would be quite good. But my concern is that it's too slow, and its activated ability requires you to tap it. And I've mostly found that inexpensive artifacts like this need to stay untapped, so you can use them to pay for your other cards like Sunshot Militia and things like that. So I am worried that the treasure map might not be worth it. I think Restless Anchorage would do a better job, since it creates a map token every time it attacks. And when you're looking to put a lot of artifacts on the board, it might not really matter whether they are treasures or maps, but it is nice that you can put maps towards your existing creatures to try and make them bigger or find more land. So I think if it were between these two, then Restless Anchorage would be my pick. But let's look at what else we have. I'm noticing right away there's only one blue and one green card in the pack. So I think taking one of these would be a good way to cut off a color early on. And I would be more likely to take a blue card over a green one. So I think any other cards that I would be interested in are ones that go into an artifact deck. Things that either are an artifact or leave an artifact behind. Cards that are improved if you have an artifact. And then Cosmium Blast is just a good card that fits into the deck. I'm really feeling overwhelmed with the amount of red in this pack. And even if you take the best red card, I think it'll just lead to fighting over red at the table anyway. So I'm much more inclined to go with white or blue. I would be considering these three cards. And honestly, I might just go with Brackish Blunder to Hardcut Blue. I think it's a good effect and a good card overall, so that will be my pick. But as always, I want to hear from you down in the comments. Let's talk. But for now, I will go ahead and make my pick. Shuffle up the remaining cards and lay them out. There we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Lost Caverns of Ixalan Draft Booster Crack-a-Pack. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying drafting the set. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite archetype is in the set so far, and any favorite cards you've drafted. I would love to hear about it. And of course, please make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new Magic the Gathering ASMR videos every Monday and Friday. But that will do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.